Welcome back to Classy and Chic Gems podcast. My name is Anita and I am your podcast host and founder. And today I just want to jump right into it. I think that it is so important for us to realize that as we are starting a new season of life, that we need to remember exactly who we are. And so a lot of us might be thinking, well, I've made too many mistakes or I've walked through too many hard things to actually know my worth. But the thing is, you got to value who God has made you to be. And when you understand that, your life looks different. So let's take a walk down a road and see if we go down the right path. So I'm going to tell you a story, and I hope that you're somewhere where you can listen to this and just kind of relax for just a minute. But I also want you to realize that you can take two paths in the story, and each path is going to lead you somewhere completely different, but it's up to you to choose between the path. So let's go. So imagine yourself at this restaurant where it is brand new to you. You've never been there. The food is great. You've heard all these reviews about it. And so you decide when you go to this restaurant that you're going to try the most expensive thing on the menu. Well, as you get there and you start to look around, you see that everybody's pretty much eating the same thing. And so you wonder, okay, should I just try this or should I be adventurous and try this new item on the menu that I wanted to actually try? Well, you know, if you're with a group of friends, your friends are probably going to try what everybody else is trying. But you want to be that lone ranger where you're thinking, okay, I can try this because I've been really wanting to do something different. So the first path is to choose the path where everybody is going. You know, everybody at your table is getting something that is familiar. But then the second path would be if you are going to branch off and try something new. Now, you know that if you try something new and you don't like it, you still have to eat it because it's an expensive restaurant, right? And you don't want to waste your money. And you also don't want to be sending it back because you don't like it. Well, oftentimes in life, we are afraid to veer off of that path because we don't want to look like we are the only people doing something different. I hope you understand me that it is okay to be different from the group. It's okay. You know, one of the things that I pride myself on is I always like to be somebody who is unique. And I am authentic, and I'm probably one of the most goofy, fun people because I love to laugh. I love happiness. I love funniness. You know, I mean, it's just something that it has to be a part of my day. But then I also look at it as we have an opportunity. I can't talk today. We have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to be a blessing, right? And the matter is that we need to realize that we have today. We're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised anything beyond today. So if there's something that you want to do, if you want to restore your self-esteem, if you want to restore your self-worth, you have to start stepping out and making hard decisions. You know, those decisions where you stand out from the crowd and you're not doing everything that everybody else is doing, because sometimes you can be in a situation where everybody else might be doing something that's wrong and you're going to follow behind them and cause yourself destruction and pain. So you got to understand, okay, how do I live in a way to where I'm set apart, but I'm also authentic and genuine to who I am? And I think that the one thing that matters most is you got to realize that it is your life. Nobody else can tell you what to do with your life. Yes, you can get advice from friends and family and all of that. But at the end of the day, it is up to you whether you realize what you should be doing with your life. So I'm going to ask you this question. If you knew when you would die, would you be happy with the way that you've lived your life thus far? Would you be happy, or would you feel like you needed to live a little bit more? See, I have never seen anybody that passed away say that they wish they would have worked more or they wish they would have spent more time in school. They all said that they wanted to have made memories, more memories, that they wish they would have had more time for people. And so that's where we come in right now. You know, we have the choice. We have the choice to either be where we are right now or to be somewhere different. And I think that whenever you tap into that ability to grow and understand, okay, I can be authentic, but I can also be different, then it's a game changer for you. I love the fact that God has made me into this goofy soul. I mean, I'm serious when I need to be, of course, but I love to laugh. I love to joke around. I love making people smile. And I think that it's important to be able to be somebody who makes people smile, because I don't want to be somebody who makes somebody aggravated or makes them cry, because that is not who I'm called to be. That's not my assignment. We always say, somebody understood the assignment. I understand my assignment. And I know that my assignment on this earth is to be somebody that makes other people feel good. Now, does that mean that I have to forget my worth in the process? No. It's just a reminder of what I'm called to be doing. So each and every one of you has a gift. And if you're not walking in that gift right now, it's not too late to operate in it. It is not too late for you to understand exactly where you should be, or to understand how you can regain the things that you have lost. You are never too far gone that you cannot start over again. And I hope that somebody listening to this understands that. You are never too far gone down a road where you cannot turn around and start over again. When we start driving, we learn so much about driving. We learn about backing up. We learn about parking. We learn about when we get lost and what we do and all those things. But yet in life, whenever we get lost in life, we continue to go down that path. We don't turn around. And I think it's so important for us to be able to stop and turn around and say, you know what? I need to figure out which direction I'm going in, because it is important for me to be going in the right direction. And I know that with the day and age of GPS systems, everybody has gotten lost whenever they go somewhere. For instance, I always tell this story because I love going to the beach, and there's like one beach that I go to that my GPS turns me around like several different ways. I go down to the beach one way and then I end up coming back a different way. And so it's just, it's quite an adventure. But I know that if my path looks completely different, I need to turn around because it's not taking me to the right place. So I want to encourage you with this. If you're not headed in the right direction, today is the day that you turn things around. Today is the day that you begin to understand that you don't have to continue down a road or down a path of destruction just because you feel like you've made too many mistakes. And so you might say, Anita, well, that's easy for you to say, but you're not in my shoes. And I understand that. I'm so cognizant of the fact that I'm not in your shoes, that I don't understand everything that's going on in your story. But I am here to remind you that you're not alone. I am here to remind you that you are not alone. I'm here to remind you that you are right where you need to be. So many people walk through this life feeling as if they don't matter to anybody because they surround themselves with people who make them feel alone. See, my prayer for you is that you surround yourself with people who make you feel seen and heard and understood, because your life will change. Your life will change in huge ways whenever you are surrounded by people who pour into you the same way that you pour into them. So with that being said, I wish you the best day ever. I hope that you are smiling today, and most of all, I hope that you know you're loved. See, when you're loved and you're smiling and you're out there trying to change the world, it is a game changer in your life. I hope that you understand that you are not a mistake and that you are a precious prize. And most of all, I hope you know that you are one of a kind.